So today will be like a slow hip-focused power flow. We'll start in child's pose. So take your knees wide, sit back on your heels, and then start walking your hands forward to the front of the mat. Reach them as far forward as they'll go, and then relax your head and forehead down to the mat. If your forehead doesn't touch the mat comfortably, you can place a blanket or a block underneath your forehead. Go ahead and reach those arms out actively towards the front of the mat. Maybe your elbows come up off the mat. Reaching them actively, reaching through your side body. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and allow everything to relax and surrender to the mat. One more time, deep inhale through your nose. Exhale and release everything down. Roll your forehead from side to side, dropping all your worries from the day. Dropping all the tension that's accumulated during the week. And then take one more deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth side out. Now feel your lips breathing in and out only through your nose. Breathing in yoga is done typically through the nose. So deep inhales through the nose. Long audible exhales also through the nose. Notice in child's pose, you can really start connecting with your breath really quickly because you can hear yourself breathing. So make your breath long and smooth and audible and start connecting with it. About 4 more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, walk your hands all the way over to the right. Reaching long through the left side body here. You can plant your left hand on top of your right hand for an additional stretch if you want. Make sure both your hips are still planted onto your heels. Breathe into the space that you've created on the left side of your body. And then slowly pick up, walk your hands all the way over to the left, reaching long with your right hand now, planting your right hand now on top of your left hand if you want. Breathe into it. And walk your hands back to the center and back towards your knees. Bring your knees together. Sit back on your heels. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Palms touch. Gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms come to heart center. One more time. Deep inhale. Sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Palms touch. Gaze up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Gently tuck your chin in. Drop your shoulders. Let's start class with 1 Om and feel our intention for the practice. Taking a deep inhale for the Om. Dedicating the practice to something or someone who needs it more than you right now. Gently open your eyes, roll forward into a tabletop. Knees as wide as your hips. Planting your wrists right underneath your shoulders. On your next inhale, drop your belly, lift your tail up, lift your heart up as you gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, press the mat away as you round the back, gaze at your belly button. Inhale to a cow pose. Exaggerating the movement here, squeezing the shoulder blades behind you. Exhale as you press the mat away, dome, rounding your back, press your belly button to your spine, spine to the ceiling. 2 more times like this, moving with your own breath, bringing a lot of mobility into your spine here. And then come to a neutral spine. On your next inhale, kick your right leg back, long and strong behind you. So either point the toes or flex that foot, either way, keeping it long. Take a deep inhale as you reach that leg behind you. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, rounding your back. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, crunch it in, round your back. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, crunch it in, round your back. Inhale, send it back. This time, bend your knee, press your foot to the ceiling. So your foot is pressed up towards the ceiling. Hold it here, breathe. We're going to extend the leg and bend it. So inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Drop the ball of the foot down. Now move back in front of the mat. Stretching out your calf muscle here. Pick up that foot. Move it to the left side, outside the left side of the mat. Gaze at that foot. So you're kind of like in a arching your side body here. And again, one more time, move to the front and back of the mat, stretching out that calf muscle. Pick up that foot, bring it back to the front and drop that knee down. Let's take it to the other side on your next inhale. Kick your left leg back, long and strong. Point that foot, flex that foot either way, keeping it long and lifted. Take a deep inhale as you extend that leg back. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, crunch it in, round your back as you crunch it in. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, send it back. This time, bend that knee. Press the sole of the foot to the ceiling. Sole of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. You're squeezing that glute to lift that leg up. Take a deep breath here. Exhale it out. Let's extend and bend that knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Drop the ball of the foot down and shift to the front and back of the mat. Getting a good stretch in your calf muscle. There's no right way to do this. Just move to where you feel the stretch. You feel good. Now pick up that foot, drop it to the outside of the right side of your mat. And one more time, gazing at your left foot. You're going to again move to the front and back. Pick up that foot, bring it back. Drop that knee down. Move your hands one palm print forward. Tuck your toes in, send the hips all the way back to your heels. So we're going to start from like a loaded beast here. Lift your knees slightly up off the mat and then straighten your knees a little at a time to come into downward facing dog. You can continue keeping a slight bend in your knees to elongate your spine. Let's all do that. So inhale, bend your knees as you press your belly towards your thighs. Exhale, straighten your knees, drop your heels to the mat, towards the mat. They may not touch. Inhale, bend, press the mat away. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, belly to thighs. Exhale, straighten. Now go ahead and pedal opposite legs, bend one knee, press the opposite heel to the mat, same side, taking your dog for a walk. One more time, activating the back of your leg here. Notice where you feel the stretch. Move as fast as you want, as slow as you want. Anything that serves you. And then come to a still down dog. Take your feet as wide as the mat. You're going to go for twisted dog. So bring your hands a little bit closer towards your feet. And then reach for the opposite outside of your left ankle with your right hand. Keep pressing the mat away. Gaze underneath your left armpit. Breathe here. Keep pressing the mat away. Release, drop your right hand down. Reach for the outside of your right ankle with your left hand and gaze underneath your right armpit. Breathe here. Release your hand. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. And come into Malasana, Yogi Squat, dropping your hips down. Breathe in Malasana, maybe shift from side to side. So your elbows are inside your knees. You're pressing your knees out. At the same time, you're squeezing your elbows in with your knees. So like there's a spring action going on here. Sway from side to side, loosening your hips out here a little bit. It's good to come into this pose once a day, like in the morning. Reach your right hand diagonally out, take your left hand up, open twist. Keep pressing both knees out actively, even though you don't have your elbow pressing it out. Change sides, reach your left hand diagonally out. Reach up with your right hand, open twist, gaze at your right thumb. And slowly come back to Malasana. Drop your fingers down. Lift your hips up, coming straight into Uttanasana. When you come into Uttanasana, bring your feet parallel to each other, hip distance apart. Sway from side to side. Again, loosening those hips. I'm going to go from Malasana to Uttanasana. It's a great way to stretch out your hamstrings. So take a deep inhale. Squat down into Malasana. Exhale, lift your hips up, drop your head down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Malasana. Exhale, fingertips down, lift your hips up, drop your head, Uttanasana. Inhale, Malasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Malasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Hold it here. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows. Take ragdoll. Sway from side to side. Notice where you feel the stretch. The place that I feel is really super tight for me is where the glutes and hamstrings connect. And I kind of tend to overdo it. Sometimes I pull that area really badly. Drop your fingertips down. On your next inhale, slowly like a rag doll, come all the way up to standing. Head and neck come up last. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it all the way down. Uttanasana, allow your head and neck to relax. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reach the heart forward, reach the crown of the head forward. On the exhale, walk your hands forward like an inchworm to plank pose. Coming into a strong plank, your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Your fingers are spread wide, like I'm going to use a pencil to trace the outline of your hand. Your heels are stacked right on top of your toes. Squeeze your belly button in. squeeze those quads. Breathe here. Think of that straight line from the crown of your head to your tail. Now, can we challenge our balance here? Press down with your left hand. See if you can tap your right shoulder with your left shoulder with your right hand. Sorry, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Hold it here, breathe. Make sure your hips are not swaying too much. Release, opposite side, left hand to right shoulder. Press the mat away, left hand comes to right shoulder. Release, drop your knees down, chest, chin, Ashtanga Pranam. Coming all the way down to your belly, untuck your toes, hands are right underneath your shoulders. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Squeeze your elbows by your side as you come up. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. Inhale, elbows squeeze by your ribs as you lift up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, forehead to mat. Move your hands a little bit down to your ribs. You're going to come up into upward facing dog. So press the tops of the feet down and come all the way up, lifting your thighs up. Your elbows are straight now. You can face front or you can gaze up. Your choice, hold it here, breathe in Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog pose. Take a deep inhale and downward facing dog. Exhale it out. One more time, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Last time, deep inhale and downward facing dog. And exhale it out. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Lifting it long and strong, reaching that leg back. Now bend your knee and open your hip up. Stacking your right hip on top of your left hip. Trying to make sure you're pressing evenly through both hands. Breathe. You're trying to kick your left butt with your right heel and point the right knee towards the sky. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, right knee touches your left elbow. Twist it under your body. Inhale, send it back, open your hip up. Exhale, twist it under right knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back, open your hip. Exhale, twist it under left elbow. Inhale, send it back, this time three-legged dog. Reach that leg long and strong behind you. Exhale, step forward in between your hands. Drop your back knee and curl your toes if you want. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So let's come up tall. Make sure all of us are dropping our tail down, sucking in our belly button. And then with keeping that integrity in our core, we move our hips forward and down. So not arching our low back to move forward, but keeping it strong, like we are wearing a corset here. You can leave your hands on top of your right knee or reach your arms up, biceps by your ears. Breathe. Anjaneyasana, low lunge pose. Breathe into the left hip flexor now. That's where you should feel the stretch. One more deep inhale here. Maybe taking a slight back bend. Exhale, drop your fingertips down, shift back, Ardha Hanuman. So you can use blocks now underneath your hands if you want. Dig your right heel into the mat. And kind of imagine drawing a line in the sand towards your face with your right heel. Your foot is flexed, toes are pointing up to the sky. Inhale as you elongate your spine. Exhale, try to see how much you can fold over that leg. Breathe into the right hamstring. Isometrically drawing that heel towards you. The heel doesn't move, but you're kind of like engaging that leg. Keep a soft bend in that knee so you're not hyperextending it. Drop that foot, inhale, come back into Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands plant down, take it back. High to low plank, knees down if you want. Inhale to an up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale to a down dog. Once you're in a downward facing dog, take a deep inhale. Notice any difference in the two sides. We've stretched out one side. We haven't done the other side yet. Trying to see if you can feel that difference. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog, lifting up long and strong, reaching that leg back. Drop your right heel down. It wants to come up as well. Now bend that knee, stack open your hips, pressing evenly through both shoulders. You want to kick your right glute, right bum with your left heel, and point the left knee towards the sky. See how much you can open up that hip. Take one more deep inhale here. On the exhale, left knee to right elbow. Twist it under. Inhale, send it back, bend your knee, stack open that hip. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back, open that hip. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back. This time, extend that leg long behind you. On the exhale, bring that leg through, plant it between your hands, drop that back knee, come up for Anjaneyasana. Once again, coming up tall first, drop your tail, suck in your belly button, and with all that integrity in your core, move your hips forward and down. You should feel a stretch this time in your right hip flexor. Staying here with hands on your knees. Or if you want, you can reach your arms up. Breathe. Breathing into that right hip flexor. Take one more deep inhale. On the exhale, drop your hands down. Extend that left leg out, Ardha Hanuman, half Hanuman. Dig your left heel now into the mat, extending the left leg. Again, toes are pointing, left toes are pointing to the sky. Isometrically drawing that heel towards you. Inhale as you elongate your spine. Exhale, see if you can fold over that leg. Where do you feel the stretch? Stretching out the left hamstring now. Inhale, slowly come back up to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, take it back. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank, knees down is okay. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose if you choose knees down. Exhale, roll over your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog pose. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale. Two more like that. Press the mat away. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Dropping your heels towards the mat. Deep inhale. Exhale. Empty your lungs. Look up to the front, step walk, lightly hop to the top. Inhale and half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, press your feet down, come all the way up, reach your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side, Surya Namaskara C. We'll incorporate some Anjaneyasanas into this sequence. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reach your heart forward. Exhale, take your right leg back into a long lunge, drop your back knee. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, take it back, high to low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. On your next inhale, right foot forward, drop your back knee, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands plant down, back foot to the front of the mat, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, press your feet down, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side, we'll repeat it on the left side. It's kind of strange, I know. We haven't done Surya Namaskara C, but just go with the flow. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, slight back bend here. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reach your heart forward. Exhale, take your left leg back into a long runner's lunge, drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, drop your hands down, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Inhale, left foot forward, drop your back knee, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands plant down, Uttanasana to the front of the mat. Bring that back foot to the front. Inhale, press both feet, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side. You'll do the same sequence 2 more times on each side. So you'll get familiar with it. So when we come back, we go straight into Anjaneyasana and come forward to the front of the mat in Uttanasana. It's kind of strange. And I think Surya Namaskara C is not done like the same way by everyone for some reason. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, slight back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, right leg back into a long lunge, drop the back knee, uncurl your toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Inhale, right foot forward, drop the back knee, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands plant down, Uttanasana at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side, other side. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, allow your head and neck to go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, left leg back into a long lunge, drop your back knee. Inhale, sweep up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, drop your back knee, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands plant down, Uttanasana to the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side, one last time. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, right leg back, runner's lunge. Drop your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, high to low plank. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Drop your back knee. Exhale, hands plant down, Uttanasana to the front of the mat. Inhale, feet all the way up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms to heart center and down by your side. Left side, last sequence. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold it forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, left leg back, runner's lunge. Inhale, sweep up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, high to low plank. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, step your left foot forward, drop your back knee, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands down, left foot forward, Uttanasana. Right foot forward, sorry. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center and down by your side. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale it out. Moving on to our next sequence. Maybe next class, we'll do half camel pose from Anjaneyasana. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knees, stack open that hip. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, right knee taps left elbow. Inhale, send it back, open your hip. Exhale, right knee taps left elbow. Inhale, send it back, open your hip. Exhale, right knee taps left elbow this time, hold it here, and then extend that leg out, drop this edge of the foot down. So, and spin to the back foot. So drop the back foot down, you're on the edge of the right foot, outside the left side of the mat. Your back foot is planted down. Now lift your left arm up. This is fallen triangle. Breathe. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, plant your left hand down, take it back, three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that leg through, plant it between your hands, rise up, crescent lunge, high lunge pose. Breathe. Palms come to heart center, lean forward slightly. Left elbow comes on the outside of your right knee for a twisted crescent. Keep using that elbow against the knee to give you that additional leverage to twist. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up to warrior two. The bend in the front knee will not change. Everything stays stable, waist down. Flip that front palm, reach forward, inhale. Reverse your warrior. Breathe. Slowly come back to the front, warrior two. Extended side angle pose, Parshva Breathe. Reaching your left fingers to the front of the mat. Imagine that straight line from your fingertips to your heel. Pressing the back heel, the back side of the back foot to the mat. Inhale, slowly come back up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach your right fingers forward for Trikonasana. Reach, 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 reach. And when you cannot reach any further, you can use a block outside your right foot. Take your left fingers up. Gaze at your left thumb if you can, if it doesn't bother your neck. Inhale, slowly come back up. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat now. So your toes are in, heels are out, which means that the edges of your feet are parallel to the short edge of the mat. Hands to your hips. Inhale as you elongate your spine, open your heart up. Exhale, hinge at your hips just like in Uttanasana and fold forward. Fingertips land in between your feet. Inhale. Reach the crown of the head forward like in Ardha Uttanasana, elongating your spine one more time. Roll the weight to the balls of your feet. So less weight in your heels. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, deep fold from your hips, fold it down. Breathe into your hamstrings. Both legs are strong and straight, pressing into the mat. More weight to the front of your feet. Now, breathe here. If you can drop the head to the mat, then tuck your chin in and gaze behind you. Breathe. Lifting your sit bones up to get that deep hamstring stretch. Inhale, one more time, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. On the exhale, bring one at a time, hand to your hip. Inhale, press your feet down, come all the way up to standing. And exhale it here. We're going to take Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold, version B. No hands to the floor this time, hands will remain on the hips. Inhale as you open your heart, elongate your spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it all the way down, just like you would in Uttanasana. If you want, you can keep your gaze to the mat, pressing your chin towards the floor, or you can drop your head and gaze behind you, your choice. Either way, keep those legs strong and straight, pressing the edge of the foot down, rolling to the balls of the feet. Almost as if you're going to topple and fall over. Breathe. Keep lifting your sit bones up. Breathe into your hamstrings. On your next inhale, press your feet down, come all the way up to standing. And exhale it out. Right foot faces the front of the mat. Inhale, come back into your warrior two. Gaze over your front fingers. Exhale, windmill your hands down, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. We repeat the sequence on the other side. So fallen triangle, again, I'll walk you through it. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack open your hips. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, left knee touches your right elbow. Inhale, send it back, open your hips. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back, open your hips. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, this time hold it here. Extend that leg, drop the edge of the foot outside the mat on the right, spin to the back foot. So the back foot plants on the mat. Reach your right arm up, fallen triangle, breathe. Keep lifting your hips up. So your back foot is planted on the mat. You're on the edge of the left foot, outside the right side of the mat. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, plant your hand down, send your left leg back, three-legged dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, bring that leg through, plant it between your hands, rise up, crescent lunge. High lunge pose. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Hands come to heart center. Lean forward slightly. Right elbow comes on the outside of your left knee for a twist. Try to keep that straight line from the crown of your head to your heel, by reaching the crown of the head forward, twisting from your belly button. Inhale, reach your arms up again. Exhale, warrior two. Soft gaze over your front fingers. Press the back edge of the mat and back edge of the foot into the mat. Flip your front palm, reach forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in the front knee. Slowly come back. Extended side angle pose. Drop your left elbow to your left knee. Reach your right fingers to the front of the mat. Again, imagining that straight line from fingertips to heel. Inhale, slowly come back. Straighten your front leg for Trikonasana, reaching your left fingers forward. And then dropping the fingers where they land, maybe a block outside your left foot. Reach your right hand up, gaze at your right thumb. If this bothers your neck, you guys know what to do. Alternately, you can gaze down at your foot. In Trikonasana, imagine you're being pressed between two panes of glass. So you're trying to make it as single plane as possible, stacking everything one on top of the other. Inhale, slowly come back up. All 10 toes face the front of the mat. I'm going to turn and face you guys. All 10 toes face the front of the mat. Again, for Prasarita Padottanasana, version C and D. Make sure the edges of your feet are parallel to the short edges of your mat. For version C, interlace your hands behind you. Press your knuckles down and away from your bum. Inhale as you open your heart up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it down. Again, adjusting your stance, pressing down with your feet, especially shifting the weight to the balls of your feet. Allow your knuckles to fall overhead. Maybe one day they'll touch the floor in front of you. On your next inhale, press your feet down and pull yourself up to standing. And exhale it here. Release. Prasarita Padottanasana version D. This time, these fingers will grab a hold of your big toes. If you cannot grab a hold of your big toes, just grab a hold of your shin with your hands. Hands to your hips. Inhale, open your heart up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Fingertips land on the mat. Roll your weight forward. These fingers grab the hold of your big toe. Don't use your thumb as a kickstand. So tuck that thumb in. Roll your weight forward so that you're crushing your peace fingers. Inhale, elongate that spine. Send your tailbone back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Pull yourself down. Breathe. Breathe into this really deep, deep hamstring stretch. This is what you worked for. Breathe. Keep rolling your weight forward. Keep lifting your sit bones up. Notice the stretch that you feel in your hamstrings. Where do you feel it? Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, one at a time, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, press your feet down, come all the way up to standing. And exhale it here. Left foot faces the front of the mat. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill your arms down, high to low plank. Inhale to an up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Drop your knees, child's pose. Take your knees wide. Reach your arms forward. Relax your forehead down. Notice if you find a lot more ease in child's pose now that we have worked on those hips quite a bit. Sometimes something as simple as child's pose can feel quite intense on the hips when you haven't warmed up. How does it feel now? Allow that softness to wash over your back. Allowing your back to relax. Smooth, soft breath. And slowly come up. Bring your legs forward. Going to do rock the baby. And then we'll go down on the mat for some bridge pose and finishing poses. So you can stay where you are, feet as wide as the mat. Fingertips behind you if you want. Drop your knees from side to side. Maybe you can reach your arms forward and try to do it. Dig your heel into the mat so you're not sliding around. Now drop your knees to the right and see if you can pick yourself up. Come back down, drop your knees to the left, see if you can pick yourself up. Come back down, drop your knees to the right. 90-90, so right shin parallel to the front of the short edge of the mat, left shin parallel to the long edge of the mat. Fold forward, modified pigeon. Slowly come up. Let's do rock the baby. So feet planted in front of the mat. So you're going to bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. And then sway from side to side. Now you're going to take that right ankle, put it inside your left elbow, right knee inside your right elbow, holding that shin like a baby, extend your left leg out. The higher you bring your leg, the closer you bring it to you, deeper the stretch. Now go ahead and rock your baby. Keep that right foot flexed. Kind of holding the lower part of the leg between your two elbows. Plant that right foot outside your left leg for a twist. So hugging that knee with your left elbow, twist over to the right.
I found this on the web.
Slowly come back to the center. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Drop your knees from side to side. Maybe see if you can reach your arms out. Drop both knees to the right, come up. Pick yourself up. Drop back down, take it over to the other side. Pick yourself up. Drop both knees down, and this time we'll take the modified pigeon on the left. So left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat, right shin parallel to the long edge of the mat, fold forward and modified pigeon. Next time we do the hip focus sequence, we'll try Ardha Ustrasana half camel pose. Somehow the half camel seems more challenging than full camel. At least I find it. So I'll let you guys decide. Slowly come up. Let's do rock the baby. So plant your feet down. Bring that left ankle now on top of your right knee, and then sway from side to side. Loosening your hips out a little bit. And then nestle your left knee inside your left elbow, left foot inside your right elbow, holding your foot out like a baby, holding the bottom half of the leg like a baby. Extend your right leg out. And one more time, sway it from side to side. Lift it up high, bring it close to you, feeling the stretch here. Go ahead and rock the baby. Release the left foot outside your right leg. Hug your left knee in and twist to the left. Slowly come back to the center. Extend your legs out. Grab the backs of your thighs and slowly roll all the way down. We just have time for a supine twist and shavasana, so don't have time for a bridge today. But taking any variation of supine twist, I'm going to walk you through the eagle leg variation. So bring your legs up like you are in a reverse tabletop. Right leg wraps around your left leg, right, like you're in eagle pose. Drop both knees to the left, gaze to the right. Stacking your right hip on top of your left hip. Trying to face your heart towards the ceiling. Reaching your arm out. Maybe both your shoulders don't touch the mat. Maybe your right shoulder is a little bit off the mat. That's okay. But the goal is to aim it, like let gravity pull it towards the mat. Close your eyes down. Start deepening your breath. Slowly come back to the center. Bump your hips back to the center. Then come back into your reverse tabletop. Knees come on top of your hips. Wrap your left leg over your right leg like you're in an eagle pose. And then drop both knees to the left, drop both knees to the right, gaze to your left. Close your eyes down. Smooth deep inhales and exhales. Slowly come back to center. Release your legs, drop it down. I offer you supported bridge pose instead of shavasana today since we didn't get to bridge and we worked a lot on the hips. So take a block, plant it underneath your sacrum. You can leave your feet planted on the mat or extend your legs out. as wide as the mat, allowing your ankles to drop open. Relax your shoulders. Draw your chin slightly in towards your chest so that the back of your head is resting comfortably on the mat. Your neck is elongated. Take your arms wide, palms face up, close your eyes down. You have arrived in Shavasana. That was a pretty intense hip-focused practice. Notice how you feel now, connecting with your body for these last few breaths. Allowing everything to relax and surrender to the mat as if you are simply sinking into the mat and at the same time floating above yourself and taking a note of everything that's going on. As you're resting here in Shavasana, I'm going to read a little prayer and then we can end practice together after you come up. May all beings be safe from harm. May all beings have a clear mind. May all beings experience love, joy, wisdom, and wonder. Slowly start wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing sensation back to your body. And when you feel ready, reach your arms overhead. And then slowly bring your feet on the mat. Press your feet down, lift your hips up, remove the block from underneath you, and roll to one side. When you're ready, come up to a tall seat to Om with me.